What's going on, everybody? It's your boy BL Brennan. We're back with another episode of Hang with the BL Brennan Show. So, I got a very special guest in the building, man. And crazy thing is, like, I set this interview up, and crazy, like, I didn't know who he was, but I knew who he was. And I was like, wait, bro, look familiar. I was like, oh shit. So, I'm gonna do a little story time, right?
Okay.
So,
Okay.
So, like, crazy thing is, like I said, how I knew who you was, I didn't know, and it's crazy because, like, I heard your song. Don't tell me, is it Foreplay?
Mm-hmm.
I heard Foreplay. I was like,
Yeah.
damn, this shit fire. Who the fuck is this? And so,
Yeah.
we went to school together, and one of my classmates reached out, man, you gotta get him on the show.
Right.
So, and by the way, I'm a butcher, and I'm gonna fuck up his name. We just talked about this a second ago before we cut the camera on. Everybody, man, we got IIIVLLY in the building.
Hey,
did I say it right?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, IIIVLLY. Because it's spelled like 3-3, and you kind of take the A and the E out, right?
Yep.
Okay, yeah. So,
something different.
man, I ain't gonna lie, man. I was saying 3 Libby, Lavashes, and I was just like,
Hey, like I said, man, look, everybody really just fucked up my name. You know what I'm saying? And it's okay because you don't know what you don't know, and you know.
yeah.
And if you like a real fan, you'll really know what my name is from just keeping up with what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying, or just getting to know me.
Correct. And your name is your name, and then after a while, man, after they listen to the talent, they'll figure out who it is, and they'll do their research like I did.
Yeah.
So, and I'm gonna let you know now, brother, I am a fan of your music, brother.
Man, appreciate
And make sure you do not stop. Keep that going.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir. All right, how you feeling, man?
Man, I'm feeling good, man. You know, I've been everywhere last year, yo.
I've seen.
It's a new year. It's like fresh start, you know?
Okay.
Fresh start all year last year, man. We've been moving, man. Like this year, we already got stuff lined up already, but last year, like, we did stuff in DC. We went we went to Atlanta and all these other places. I went to Boston. I went to Florida. I went to Vegas just recently. Jersey and stuff. Did performances and stuff out there too, man. Just getting my name out there, or if I'm not performing, you know, I'm just making appearances or just getting to know people, networking, trying to let them know, yo, my name is IIIVLLY. I'm a singer. I'm a producer. I'm a composer. I do all that.
Yeah, man.
Musician, all that, all in one.
Traveling is important. Because I've been places, man, and done because outside of this I do stand up.
Okay.
So, like, I've been places, man, and you'll be surprised at, like, the reaction where you go, and then, like, America's a big place.
You been doing stand up?
Yeah, man.
What?
3 years.
Okay, that's what's up. Hey, shout out to that, man. I like that though. That's what's up.
Appreciate it, man. So, like, you be surprised, like, when you go, like, to different cities and stuff like that, like, how they gravitate to you. And, you know, we based out of South Carolina, man. Like, you be surprised, like, how many people roots come back here.
I'm telling you, there's a lot of people.
Like, man, I remember I was in East Orange, New Jersey, just standing there, and it was like, yo, just talking. It was like, yo, where you from? You don't sound like you from South Carolina. Right. And it was like, I know Myrtle Beach or something like that. I was like, nah, come up a little bit inland, but like, yeah, like, so.
Word.
It's like, yeah, man, my great-great-grandmother and from there, and we all kind of, you know what I'm saying? So, like, everything kind of roots back to here in somewhere, some form, and you be surprised, like.
Word. It's a lot of people out here, man.
It is.
Some famous people, you know what I mean? You know, that's what's up, though.
I think another place you should go, I don't know if you got it set up yet, you should go to D.C.
D.C. Yeah, we went
Chocolate
there.
City, man.
Yeah, man, like, man, when I went to D.C., it was awesome, man.
For
we
real.
was just there for a day.
Down to the food and everything, man. It's a whole vibe, like, totally different. Because I've been, like, as a kid, but like, as an adult, like, when you kind of discover, like, that go-go music, man, that is the best.
Word.
That's a good time in DC.
I like that vibe, man. I like that vibe. I actually came across some of them go-go videos and some of them bands out there, man. Shout out to that go-go music, man.
Yeah, for real. You know
what I'm saying? Like that. It's a different feel, you know what I'm saying? I don't know really the depths of it, but I just know the rhythm and the stuff that I hear.
I love it. I love the sound.
It's on point.
Yeah. So we kind of take it back to the basics, man. Tell the good people where you from.
So, you know, I'm originally from Columbia, South Carolina. Born and raised. My family, my mom and dad, they not from Columbia, South Carolina. They from I know I'm not talking about me, but I'm just giving you some of the little gist for everybody to know. My parents, my mom from Lake City, South Carolina. Shout out to Lake City. And,
that's a ride out there. I've been through there. It's dark at night.
Oh yeah, real dark.
Yeah,
nothing out there. But I mean, it's a town, a little small town. And my dad is from Greeleyville, South Carolina.
I've heard of that.
Yeah, that's in Williamsburg County, I think. But it's like outside of Manning and Lanes and all that, King Street. It's in that area.
Okay, down 378, 321.
I think so.
Okay, yeah.
Woo,
country boy.
But I'm originally born and raised from here.
Okay.
Shoot, I went to all the schools on Broad River.
Yes, sir. Riverside's finest in the building, man.
Yeah, saying straight from the Riverside, man. Grew up out here on that side, man. And I mean, it ain't been bad. What you thought about it? I don't think it been that bad.
Man, one thing about my city in Broad River, man, I call it the motherland.
Right.
Because if you think about it, like, just if you look at the what's the word I want to use? Is it geographic? Geographic. If you look at it, man, like, Broad River is Highway 176. Okay. Runs through the whole state.
Yeah.
From Greenville down damn near to Charleston.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's whether in the city, like if you take 3 interstates, you'll come back right back to Broad River, like where you started at.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's one thing about the river I can say, man, it's always been like home. It's been family.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So whether like say anybody had a disagreement, like we'll stop beefing with one another and then like make sure nobody else mess with us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And like we've all known each other since kids.
Yeah.
And even the people that's moved there, like, we've always opened people with open arms. Like you come correct. Yeah. We love you, man. But if you step, like, don't cross that line.
It's gonna happen.
But it's always been a great place, man. Like, and it's no place like home.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's with anybody. But it's been great. And I've lived all over the city as a kid, but it's nothing like Broad River.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. Even when I moved away to because I went to school out there in Orangeburg with South Carolina State.
Okay.
I always came back here. This is the first place. I mean, every weekend I'm on the river. Mm-hmm. And like people see me on the other side of town, they be like, "What you doing over here, bro? You don't never be off the river." Like, it's nowhere. I don't have to go nowhere. And if I do, you got the mall here, you got the mall there, but I like
the
getting
resources.
Outside. Yeah.
I love that, man, about home. Yeah. So you grew up here, man. All your what do you know? Like, what brought your parents to Columbia, or just
they went to school here? They went to Benedict.
Okay, and, shout out to BC, man. I went to Benedict.
Yeah,
BC.
They went to Benedict. Came down here, met each other, had me. I'm here. Like I said, I went to all the schools out here. Went to Columbia High. Mm-hmm. I've been doing music like ever since a kid. Like everything around my life was music. And I remember that, man, because like, and one thing I really want people to understand, bro, like you are very, very talented. I don't think people really understand how talented you are. Man, appreciate it. No, like seriously, like even from knowing you personally from being in a band together. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And because I'm at the state, like you play piano, right? Right. Piano, it's being all forms of percussion, and like I kind of knew you could hold a little tune. Yeah. But I never really like you could sing word like that, man. Like I'm like listening to this, especially like when you're in the car, like God damn, like this is Brian from school. I got more music, man. Like just ain't been released. Some of them been released on like SoundCloud. Okay. So you can hear some of that old stuff I had, but like really the stuff that I ain't even released yet, man, it's crazy. It's crazy. So where did doing all that like with music, so how like okay, let's take it all the way back. So when did music kind of come into your life? Music came into my life, I was about 4 or 5 years old. Okay. I always been hearing tapes in the house. My dad had the cassette tape, he had the 8-track. They call it, they said an 8-track. Yeah. He had that type of stuff, and he played certain stuff, and you'll hear it at night. He'll have it on at night, like down to a certain level. Mm-hmm. He playing all these different songs, like the Spinners and the Temptations and all kind of stuff. It was just different music. Robert Winters and Fall and all stuff like that.
Yeah,
And
that's some player music right there, man. He knows stuff.
IIIVLLY Brothers and stuff, and I hear it at night, and like ever since then, like these type of tunes be in my head. Even when I was growing up, you know how they be like, yo, you know how you just singing tunes and stuff. But it just came to that point where it was like, yo, I'm hearing these tunes in my head, so now I'm getting to the point where I want to create music.
Okay,
but I learned how to play the piano when I was 5.
Really?
Yeah. I just started teaching myself. The drums too. Okay. And I tried the guitar, but it wasn't really working for me. You know what I mean? Man,
I
like it, but I just wasn't interested in it as the other things.
No, so not to cut you off, but like that guitar is something like if you can play a guitar like really well, you are talented, brother. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because like it's chords, and then you got to make sure you hit the strings at a certain angle just to make that tune, and then you got like bass and all other the guitars, and even with the violin with strings. Period. Yeah. That's a lot. Yeah, I couldn't do that.
Me either, for real.
So I understand you with that.
Yeah.
Cause I even my older brother is a beast at the piano. So like my mom signed us up for like piano lessons. I just couldn't get into it.
Oh, word.
And like my brother is immaculate at it. And you know the crazy thing is like I can play the xylophone really well, and it's the same thing.
Right. Right. It's just another I guess make of a piano.
See it like the same chords and everything.
Yeah.
Like I never understood how I could play the with mallet. I don't understand how I could play the xylophone real well, and I could never play the piano. That's weird to me. And we had a piano in the household growing up.
Real. Yeah, man. And like I'm glad you said that. That's where it came from. My grandma had a piano in her house. So that was the only time I was able to get to a piano at that time. Okay. Until I was, one Christmas, my people got me a keyboard. I had the keyboard, and I was still playing, and I just taught myself. And then later on, I just started playing places, started playing in the church, and ever since, man, even today, I still play in the church.
That's a good thing, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Clap it up for that. Yeah. Cause in all honesty, man, that piano, like my grandmother bought that piano for my mom. Right. And so it was kind of same thing. It was at our grandmother's house, and then she was just like, I can't believe I paid all this and it's still sitting here. So they moved it to my mom's house. She still got it to this day. That's crazy. Yeah. Now that I think about it. Yeah. You know, that thing is heavy. So like like just playing around, and like my brother was playing, I couldn't get into it. Yeah. Yeah, but shout out to those who play, because that's a skill right there. And bro, there's some nice people, out there doing that stuff. But I can't say, like, if you consistent with something, whether it's anything, like, you gonna get it. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Piano is, once you learn the numbers and stuff like that on each scale, then you good. Okay. So you can read music? I can read a little bit. I haven't been doing it. See, once I stopped doing that routine of looking at music and reading it, I feel like I fell off with that type of stuff. That's something I have to really look at and keep looking at it every day. It's been years since I read music. Same. Because, we was in the band together, so, like, that was one of the key points. And, like, I remember just trying to learn those notes and stuff. And then when I finally got it, it's like second nature. But I don't know. I guess after I left school, all that went out the window. Yeah, man. So, like, so of course you were in the band and everything. So when did actually the music stop, and then kind of like the singing kind of stepped in for you? Oh, I think that happened my freshman year of college. Okay. Freshman year of college. Yeah, I was on the band and stuff like that, but like the singing part, and I think it was around freshman year of college. Now, I will say, me and Casio, Casio. Shout out to Casio to be man, that's one of the biggest female. That's one of the most talented female producers I ever met. Let me tell you something about her. I ain't gonna say a real name on air, but like, when I tell you she's so versatile. Yeah. Like, the crazy thing, I'll say this, now that I'm mature enough, I actually looked up to her. Word. Yeah. Cause I ain't gonna lie, as in middle school rivalry, like, she was always better than me. I couldn't stand that shit, man. And I was oh, she got me. But, you know, I actually got to give her flowers, man. She's very talented. And I just never knew, like, you know, I'm just thinking this is the drums.
Right.
Like, she played piano. She do a lot of stuff.
Oh, yeah, man.
And then it grew after high school. You know, we all graduated and kind of when all our separate paths, you just stuck to it.
Yeah.
You know, her and Quan and everybody, man. So like, big shouts out to them, and you know, I give them their flowers. They're very talented.
Yeah, there's a lot of people like from the city, like, you know, that musically they really are there. You know, they are inclined to do what they do, and you know, like it's big stuff out there, man. But
in my dyslexic self, I've been calling her Casino for the longest. But it's Casio, man. Yeah, so like, big ups to her, man.
Big
like,
ups to Casio, man.
Not for real.
You know, she definitely was the one like that I grew up musically with. Like, so when you talk about like how did it come about, like it was with her, you know, and of course more other people along the way. But that was like my right hand, you know, like as far as the music, like she always gave me input and like constructive criticism on how I sound or how this sounds or what you know, how to do this, how to do that. You know what I'm saying? She the one who taught me how to make beats. You know what I'm saying? Just looking at what like she was doing, and then, you know, when she was doing the beats, other people was doing the beats. Quan, you know, he picked up doing the beats, and then
he's fired, by the way. Shout out to Carolina Quan, man.
Oh yeah, shout out
to my guy.
Quan Sharon in the building.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah. And like over time, like with the music, so let me just say, like with the music, you meet so many people and you get some, you know, you gain so many friends, and you just running into people just by just being out networking. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, over time, like all the people who I was hanging around with, even my close homeboys, you know, that I might have known for like 10 plus years or whatever, they starting to make beats. They making beats or they rapping. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how it just went down.
And you be surprised, man, like who you sit next to every day and just don't realize they got it.
Right.
Like that talent and stuff like that. And like, you know, they kind of joke here and do a little beating on the table. And then it's just like, you look at it now like,
yeah,
that's really fire. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that type of thing. And, you know, that's why I always try to like encourage them to keep going.
Right.
So like, I'm never like a hater. So, and it's gonna kind of lead to another question I'm gonna ask you. So like, I'm not a hater. So like, I'll listen to it.
Right.
And then I'm like, okay, maybe you need to go back in the lab, because like I see the potential, or I see where you're going with it. You just haven't pulled it out all the way yet. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I can understand that. So with that being said, like, how important is criticism to you?
Man, it's very important. Like, I really ain't gonna finish the song until you give me some, like, I hear somebody's opinion. Because, you know, it might sound good to me, but I mean, what I need to see how it sounds to somebody else.
That's what you're making the music for, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm making for everybody else, especially if I'm doing it for the girls. So I'm going to try to get some criticism from a female. Right. You know what I'm saying? And also my guys, you know what I'm saying? My niggas, you know what I'm saying? And it don't make me feel no different, man. I don't get mad if they say, hey, this shit whack or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, I mean, it is what it is. If you think it's whack, it's whack. You might think it's whack. Somebody else might like it.
Correct. And that's kind of like what I do when I promote the podcast. Like, I bring it up in conversation. I'm like, yo, subscribe to it and leave a comment. Like, tell me if I'm ugly, if I'm whack, if you know that like them chains is fake you got on. Like, you know, just tell give it. Yeah, tell me. You know what I'm saying? It's all right. So I save my money and get some real jewelry. You know what I'm saying? Like, because like this show is a platform for people all types of all walks of life. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So like the questions that you want to hear or anything like that. So criticism is, I can take it. I don't care what it is. Just at least tell me. Right.
Just tell me.
Just tell me. I don't. If you gotta even put anonymous, I'm fine with it. Just send it by a pigeon, anything. Just tell me what it is. Even my comedy, man. If you thought that was whack, all right, cool. Yeah. I'll go back in the lab. Like, let me know.
And it's my choice at that point. You know what I'm saying? At that point, it's my choice. If I'm gonna keep it or not. You know, but most times I like that criticism because now I can get to see like what I can work on or what I can change in the midst of, you know,
And what people want to hear. That's important too. Like, you know, because you could be singing about like women ain't this or like love making. And like, well, we want to hear something else about you. So I always think that's important. Right. So like, you know, give what I want to say, the viewers perspective. If that's a word.
Right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right. That's it. That's it.
So, all right. So now you're at the point where like you're singing in college, and you've got all this musical talent. Mm-hmm. At what point do you say, I want to put some songs together?
I think it was when we got the opportunity. So when I was down there at school, this guy I know, Jim West, he shout out Jim West. He's another Jim West. He another rapper.
Was that who you was featured on? Trenches? Or was that somebody else?
That's Jay Jordan.
Jay Jordan. I like that song, by the way.
Yeah, shout out to him too, man. That's my dog. But yeah, Jim West was recording like a mixtape or whatever, and I remember me and Dante, we was down there, and he asked us, he said, yo, y'all can get on, you know, my tape or whatever. So we was on his tape. We did a couple songs on there. And then it was another dude named Josh. That was Dante homeboy. That was Dante brother homeboy.
Okay.
So basically, he asked us to get on there and do a couple songs, and so we did. We were recording at this house, the studio. This dude named I feel like those were the
best studios, man. We in the basement, like in the living room,
right? Yeah. It was this cat from the band that had a studio over there. Old light skin, fuzzy hair kind of dude. Real cool dude too. I think his name was like Ben or something like that, but he had a studio in there, like it looked like an official studio. You know what I'm saying? Wow. Like the way it was like an official house studio. He had the speakers, he had the whole the scene of it. It was nice. It was like, oh yeah, I can get good vibes out of here.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It had the booth kind of like in the closet, like yeah. It was good quality too.
That's what's up, good quality. Cause I ain't gonna lie, my first rap song, I'm almost embarrassed to say this, but yo, listen, like the producer, shout out to Apollo, by the way, and the producer and everything, like that sound was immaculate.
Right.
We really recorded it in this man's living room. Oh yeah. I'm just jumping around saying dumb shit, like
and I mean, and
it sounds so good.
And I can't even forget, bro. Like I've been making music in the studio probably since like I was like 15, 16, because we used to go to this guy Nino house in the hood.
Does that sound familiar?
In the Valley. You might know. I mean,
I think I know, bro.
The dude had the studio. That was back in the day, man. Like a couple of them guys used to be over there, like LAG, Petro, all them boys.
Oh, shout out to Petro, by the way.
Yeah, shout out to Petro, man. All them boys used to be in there, like Jordan Jumper, brother. Juice. All them Juice in there, man. And a lot of them cats used to be up in there, and he had the studio there. We used to go over there, me and Cassia go in there and rap. And we had a couple of songs over there that we had ended up performing for when we had our little group called Fly Life. Young Fly Life.
I remember that. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Young and Fly. So we had that group going on called Young and Fly, and that's when we changed the name again. Can't even remember. We had so many names, bro. But Young and Fly was the main thing. So
I remember that.
We was performing with that, and then that's when what other studio? We went to a couple other studios too, but it started really when I was like 15, 16. I ain't really take it solo or serious until college, because I was doing some stuff with Kilo and Calico and
yes, sir. Shout out to the boys, man.
Shout out to Kilo too, man. And I'm just giving you the rundown of like all the places and how it really came and started up. I was doing stuff with Kilo and stuff.
Kilo fire, man.
Yeah.
Very fire. And
very talented, very talented producer / rapper, all that, engineer. The man he can sing too.
For real?
Yeah. He can hold a tune.
Did not know that. He can sing.
Like, check him out.
Dang, you put me on. Cause I knew he was with the beats and the producers and everything. He had some songs out.
Yeah, I called bro been giving me kind of like pointers on like certain stuff to sing. Like if I'm making a song, like hey man, you should sing it like this. And bro got a voice on him. I think he can sing. man.
Dang, you just put me on. See how much the same people you sit to next to in class, man, be so talented. You just don't even know it.
Yeah, like him and I think him and Calico, they was doing,
Calico can spit too now.
Yeah,
I done heard some stuff come out of him. Like they be like, okay,
Fat Slime. Fat Slime.
Right out the living room, man. I've been over there a couple times, man. So shout out to him, Calico, man. For real.
Man, me and him did a whole bunch of songs together, like from like 2013, 14, all the way up to now.
I feel like that's when he was like grinding, like that whole 13 to like 16 era.
Yeah,
like that summertime outside. He was really cooking up.
Yeah, like that's another talented engineer.
He be doing it for a long time, bro.
Like that's my man's, man. Like we did music together, man, and still my man's. You know what I'm saying? It's like he do his thing, I do my thing. I just singing.
Yeah,
and he's a singer too. Calico be singing too. You know what I'm saying? Just on the track, you know.
Let me find, man.
Come on,
Let me find out, man. I knew
these
about
boys
the
be
raps,
singing.
and I know. I can't. I remember him holding a little tune, but I didn't know he could like.
Yeah.
I gotta get him on the show.
Yeah,
it's facts.
Yeah.
So like, this is another question I normally ask a lot of artists, man. So do you write?
Yeah, I write.
How important is writing to you?
Writing for me, definitely. I don't care what. If somebody give me a song or they writing a song for me, I don't care, man. Who cares about that shit nowadays,
right,
man? Like people be writing people's songs, man. I don't be caring about that, but mainly for me to write, I like to get personal with it, with the song I'm doing. So if I'm gonna get something from somebody or get a piece or they writing something for me, I want to put something into it so that way I can relate to the song, actually put my emotion into it like I want to.
I hear it in your music, man. Like it seems, cause I can relate to it as well, and it seems more personal. Yeah. So, cause I hear a lot of people, man. I heard this on another show one time. They were saying how Bun B wrote his burst out, and the man was really recorded in 30 minutes. Was back on the plane.
Word.
Yeah, like that. Like he had his bar set up, his lyrics, everything. All he had to do was push the button.
Okay.
And Bun B was on go. Versus you in the studio for 4 hours trying to punch something.
Yeah.
And again, no disrespect to anybody that punch.
Right.
Because music is music. If it's good and I like it, no matter how you made it. Right. But he was just saying how important writing was, and I always like to ask that question, like how important writing music is, and
it's important to me. It ain't too important. Like it's one of the things, because like I'm one of the ones that I might have to punch in.
Hey,
it might just be something already in my head that if I'm right there at the mic, I'm gonna punch it in. You know what I'm saying? Or sometimes I might stop and write for a little minute and get some stuff and come in and just keep going and keep going.
And I feel like also too, man, and it could just be me, but like when you write, I feel like that's your footprint. Mm-hmm. No matter what it is, like if you write a joke, a rap, a song, even if you write a statement or a poem, like that's something that you physically put on paper, and like I don't feel like anybody could really take that from you.
Yeah. Nah,
so I really feel like that's important. Yeah. Another question, man, are you currently signed right now?
No, I'm not signed. Actually, I've been, I'm the artist with Jackson Brand Management.
Okay.
JBM.
Shout out to them.
I'm not signed to no label or nothing, so we just kind of doing things independently. Mm-hmm. We working on some stuff right now, some future stuff. Maybe going in a route to a label. I'm just kind of thinking it out right now, and we gonna set it up at some point when the team come together and we talk about it. But other than that, man, it's independent. Like if I can get my name out there even more, and people, I'm getting these shows and I'm actually singing my songs, it's on.
Okay. So let me ask you this. This is a little tricky question, man. So what's kind of like in your mind, and this is just your opinion, like versus independent and versus being on a label that you can think of?
I think with the label you would have to work hard, but you wouldn't have to work as hard. I feel like you get more exposure.
Okay.
They gonna put you in a position to do all that stuff, like the media and everything, and showing up on the radio stations and all that, doing shows and getting your name out there, getting you on the radio and all that. But with independent, like you really have to put in the groundwork. You know, sometimes I feel like the independent artists don't get respected as much as the mainstream. But with the independent side, you're gonna have to work for it.
Yeah, I like that hunger, like that grind, like that.
Yeah.
The passion is. I feel like every artist, the album or the mixtape before they got signed, I feel like that's the rawest. And then the first one that they make when they get signed is the rawest.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then like it's kind of hard to follow up behind it.
Right.
Because you were hungry, you were ready to get put on. And so I had asked this question on another episode. Shout out to Big Walk. Man, good music, good energy. Destined for greatness, man. And he said this. He was like, he's independent now, and he would stay that way. But like, with circumstances, he would sign if you know what I'm saying, if the money was right and the terms and conditions was right. And then I had another female artist, E-Dubs. Shout out to E-Dub.
Oh yeah, shout out to
crazy. She be snapping.
Yeah, grew up in the you talking about? Grew up in the city around the corner
in the Valley. So, she said she probably wouldn't take a deal. You know what I'm saying? And but I mean, and that's why I was just kind of asking, like, see, personally, me, if someone signed me, like, I'm broke, so I need to pay some bills. Like, hey, what I'm saying? But I get it. Personally, me, I would take the deal just to get for the platform to get my face out. And if it works, it works. If it don't, then I appreciate the business. So it's no love lost. But like, and I know a lot of people prefer to stay independent, but I know it takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of grind. Of course, the most important thing, it takes a lot of money. Yeah. So and also too, kind of to piggyback off that question, how important is management to you?
Management is definitely important. They actually take the load off of doing things all on, by yourself. Like, I can say, the management team, JBM, like, they have been really big help. You know what I'm saying? Even though, I'm in the point, like, honestly, man, I'm at the point where, I'm working towards getting to that level where I'm getting sellout shows or getting paid shows and stuff like
dope,
that. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And I we already seen it coming. It's already in the motion. But it's like management is very important because they kind of like put you in the direction or kind of get you in the right areas where you can be better and be out there and get your name out there.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You can't do everything. You can't manage everything on your own.
I'm starting to see that now, even with podcasting, man. So like, granted, I'm just getting my feet wet, but like it's hard, bro. Like you still got outside of this, like I still got a life, I still got a family.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, even to make sure I was here, boy, it was a lot of work.
Right. Because I mean, and even then, like if you're doing all this stuff, like say for instance, like as a singer or a rapper. Or whatever. If you want to just be a rapper, you just want to be a singer. You don't want to be out here. You gotta go find all these people to book shows and stuff. Now, if you choose to, that's fine. But it's good to have somebody who can like lay all that stuff out, do what they do. That's good at doing that. Some people good at doing management. Some people good at doing producing. Some people good at doing PR or whatever it is, or artist development or whatever it is. They good at doing that. That's why they have placements. So, management is the way. If I don't have my management, and it's important to me, if I don't have my management, I know I ain't gonna be able to function. I ain't gonna never get no music done.
That. Yeah. I feel that, man, because like look here, because it's one, you gotta write songs. Yeah. Then you gotta record it. Then you gotta find a producer. Then you gotta make sure you get your face out there. So that's like media. Right. Then you gotta actually show up to the performances and stuff like that. So I mean, I can just imagine on your end. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, and even with me, like, making sure like the studio's available, making sure the money's available, making sure like, the art, like my guest shows up, and big, I want to thank you so much for being able to take the time out to come here. Oh yeah. Because, life be happening. Like I've had some people that like couldn't show up. You know what I'm saying? Emergencies happen. Like I think I had one guest, she had her baby on the way here. No. Yeah. Like we had the episode booked at the recording book.
No.
And went into labor, walking out the house.
That's crazy.
Yeah, she had a beautiful baby boy, man. So
word.
Shout out to them.
Shout out
but
to them.
you know, and I can understand that. So yeah, I see what that manager. I might have to invest in a manager myself. So anybody out here? I'm broke right now, but when I get some money, I got you. I pay.
Right. That's right.
Yeah. So another question, man. So what project do you have out right now? Because I feel like something just came out, right?
Okay, yeah. It did.
Am I right? Am I on?
No, you're right.
Okay.
I just dropped a single called Foreplay.
Man, listen.
Foreplay.
I love that song right there, boy.
Figure it out. Yeah, it's slow and it's definitely right for Valentine's Day too. I'm working on and I guess we get to that. I'm gonna talk more about that about me, working towards making some more songs for this year for Valentine's Day. I'm gonna be dropping something around Valentine's Day, so you'll be looking. Be looking on.
I'm tuned in now
for that. And the other projects that I have out, other than the single that I dropped, I don't know if you heard, it was 3 a.m. in the Valley.
Yes, is that with the Toxics on that project, right?
Yeah.
You for me.
You for me. Yep.
By the way, that's I think that's my favorite song by you.
Oh, you fuck with that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So real quick, I'm gonna rewind real quick. What was the motivation behind Foreplay?
Oh, Foreplay. It was just, man, I just wanted to make some love music for the women. That was the motivation.
Yeah.
I wanted to get the women attention. You know what I mean? Like, that's just the Foreplay. Foreplay band. I made this song. I came up with that chorus a long time ago.
Okay.
Never recorded to it, but it was. I did a slim thing on there. It was like a little snippet on a beat that we did when Patty was recording me. So when we went back and looked at it, like recently last year, I think it was like October or something like that.
Okay.
Or no, it was probably like October, yeah. Early October, and we was looking at it, and we just ended up recording it, and I was like, oh, shoot. Yeah, we gonna finish that.
Okay.
Finish that.
Yeah.
And it was the perfect time. It's getting warm. I mean, it's getting cold.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a good love making music. You know what I'm saying? You want to cuddle up around this time of year.
Yes,
You know what I'm
sir.
saying? It's cold outside.
Yeah, I really like Foreplay, but that you for me,
Yeah.
I like that.
You for me. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
That bounce too. I like that one too.
I like that one. Kind of off topic, dog. Who is that on your voicemail on that EP? Cause great day, man. You had her going through it, brother. What you doing?
And you ain't the only one. You're not the only crazy thing. You're not the only one who asked that too, man. Shoot, cause I was on the other podcast, Bezo podcast.
Shout out to him.
Big Motion. And he was asking me that. It's Octavia Monique. That's she's actually a singer too.
Okay.
She's a real good singer.
Well, she sounded like you had her stressed out, man, on that voicemail. Did you call her back?
I called her back. She pulled up definitely.
Oh, she was outside.
Yeah, she pulled up, and that's a friend of ours. But she actually sings, like I said, and we did a show together with her, me, and this girl named Canella.
Okay.
It was called Ladies Love R&B. We did that back in August of last year.
Okay.
August the 18th at the My House Bar and Grill.
Yeah. So shout out to Halo ENT. Halo Art.
Yeah.
Really great people over there,
Good
man.
people,
man. They came over to another comedy show.
Okay.
And was like, we like you. Mm-hmm. And so they gave me one of my first interviews ever and put me on stage at My House Bar and Grill.
No.
When I was doing comedy, yeah, man. So they are a really big stepping stone in my comedy career. So I salute y'all.
Absolutely.
They always reach out to me, man, no matter what's going on, how busy I am. And like they always seem to keep in touch with their newsletters and everything. So like I love what they do and I appreciate them greatly. They're very great people. Right. Any artists out there that seem to watch this, make sure you tap in with them Halo Art.
Man, most definitely. Yeah. So we did that, and we had some more shows out there too as well. We also did a show at the Aristocrat. She sung there too, Octavia.
Where is that? I hear that. I've heard that way too many times.
It's over there downtown. I think on Washington Street. I want to say it's Washington Street.
Okay, I gotta check in with them.
Yeah, we it's a nice spot, man. Nice, intimate spot. Like on one side, it got the booths and stuff like that with the stage and stuff, and the other side got the bar and all that stuff.
Okay.
I think they sell food too.
Oh, I like a meal.
Yeah,
come on now.
So you can come in there and listen to music. If anybody in town, if y'all in the city, you know what I'm saying, go down there to Aristocrat, nice spot. They be having music and all that stuff.
Shout to them.
That was actually my first show with JBM that was curated by JBM.
Okay.
And we did, let's see, like I said, I went to DC earlier that year, in January around this time. Did a show out there at this lounge.
How was that? What was that like?
That was pretty good. Like I said, man, the women out there, they nice.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? The city is nice. Let's it ain't all about that, but
man, it's a whole vibe, like from the women to the music to the club scene to the streets. And when I say that, like how like the landscape and how like the culture, you know what I'm saying? So like, and it's crazy because like when I go to a city, like, you know how people want to go like the watch their mommy, but like I want to go like where the people are. Yeah. You know, like to feel the culture. Like, so for my birthday recently, I went to Miami. Right. My lady's from Miami, so shout out to Homestead in Florida City.
I ain't never went to Miami.
Man, listen, you're missing a good time, brother. Because outside of South Beach, you know, you've got like, so like say, like Miami's big as shit. Right. And I didn't realize that. So you got this, so say like Opelika and Overtown, all the South Beach is all over here, but she's from down here. Like we talking like by the Florida Keys. Okay. So like, I told her, I was like, man, I want to go to Miami for my birthday, but like, I want to go like to the real Miami. Like she took me like, I ate like the best food down there. Word. Like the bike life was crazy. Like you know what I'm saying? Like real culture. I rode jet skis, and shout out to Carlos Seafood too. And if you ever go down there, Carlos Seafood too, in the middle of Goose, Florida.
It's bang.
Man, listen.
Man, I eat seafood a little bit, man. Like shrimp and like fried fish, certain fish.
Man, listen, that's a red snapper.
Oh man, I just got into like the seafood, to be honest with you. Like I always like the salmon. But I just like the smell of it though.
Like it's just like man, I'm telling you, like that food is so fresh, and like the fruit down there is so like natural, and man, it
fruit.
Man. And like even though like, you know, South Beach was cool, but like I got to experience that too. And when I went to New Orleans, I went to Holly Grove. Holly Grove was great. You know what I'm saying? Despite like, you know, how it was like, it still was full of soul. You know what I'm saying? Like the food, and, you know, people was dancing in the middle of the street in the middle of the day, like having a whole parade. Yeah. Like it was Mardi Gras all over again. Like
24/7.
Man, look at them people know how to have a good time down there. Damn. Shit. So like that's why like when I travel, like I like to go into like the neighborhoods and the comedy clubs or the lounges and stuff like that. It's a good time, man. Right. And they you know, long as you ain't on no funny stuff, they open you open. They grant you open arms.
Yeah. I always hear about Miami. Gotta go there.
You do, man. But you gotta experience
you hit the bad.
You gotta experience the whole thing, man. It's just such an amazing place. So it's gonna be hot and it's gonna rain. But when all that's over with,
how is it? You ever been in the wintertime?
I just came from Jacksonville the other day. It was 75 degrees.
Okay. That's probably one of the cities that's just like year round. Just warm.
Oh yeah. Anything under like 68 degrees is cold to them.
Yeah. Man, I bet they used to just being around like warm weather. Yeah.
Man, listen, when I was telling you, I was taking off clothes, man, like taking off layers. I was in t-shirt and shorts. Telling you, man, it's a good time, man.
Real.
Even in New York in the summertime, man, like I was in Yonkers. Okay. Man, great food, great people. Like they're playing dominoes and stuff on the street and stuff like that. Yeah. And you get to talk to the older people too, man. They drop a lot of knowledge on you.
Word. You've been out there. You've been really out there.
I'm in L.A., Compton.
Yeah. That's one place I ain't been yet, to California. That's next.
So.
That's next.
It's expensive.
Yeah.
The food is good, but it's like rich. So they're really more on like the vegan and the healthier type thing.
Okay, yeah.
It's expensive, and you know, but like it's a sunshine everywhere, man, and it's different layers. So like you can be down at the bottom of California, and it's 103 degrees. You get the top of California and it's snowing in the middle of July. So you know what I'm saying, and like the people are just like really free, really, you know what I'm saying.
They doing
yeah. So from Hollywood, I got this tattoo in Hollywood right here, man.
Word, that's what's up right there.
Yeah, man.
Say D.
Yeah, so it's like the B2.
B2, okay.
Yeah, so I'm a junior, so you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm the second B.
And that's crazy. You junior, I'm the third.
Really?
That's where the 3 came from.
Okay, yeah.
That's where the 3 came from in my name, IIIVLLY. I couldn't make it, so the reason why people really don't really know that it's IIIVLLY because I had to put eyes, 3 eyes.
Yeah,
so it's supposed
for
to be,
the Roman numerals.
Yeah,
okay.
It's supposed to be 3 capital I's.
Got you.
3 capital I's, VLLY.
But you put your own twist on it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah,
I really rock with
it. That's how we came up with it. Well, you know, I was in the room with Cassio and TJ and shit, so you know, we was like, "Oh, bro, we gotta revamp your name, man." And shoot, I came up was like, "Yeah, I'm the third. Let's do 3." You know, and then we did the Valley. It was a couple of names we had, like different ways of spelling it and different ways of saying it and all kind of stuff. Yeah, because it was just going to be 3 or it was just going to be Valley and then we just came up with it and I was like, all right, IIIVLLY.
Yeah, and I feel like that's kind of you, man, because like, you know, you're from the Valley. You know what I'm saying? You've been in your whole life. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's somewhere in you is a part of you. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? That's blood, sweat, and tears, man. The Valley is always where I was been at, and unless when to the point of the time when I got to Orangeburg for school, and I still come back home. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, shoot, it ain't nothing to do with Orangeburg but party, and do all kind of craziness, do work and stuff.
I got the craziest homecoming. That's about y'all up there with the homecoming. I'm talking nationwide too.
Oh, absolutely, man. They show out, man. You know, South Carolina State and other schools that I've been around, like North Carolina A&T, all them places, man.
Oh, yeah. Howard is pretty lit, too.
Yeah, I hear about that. I heard about that.
Yeah, Howard pretty lit, too. I do want to, the 2 schools I want to go to, and I'm disappointed in myself because I was supposed to go. I want to go to LSU homecoming. I hear that is crazy down in Baton Rouge.
Real?
Yeah. I hear that is a great time. The food in Baton Rouge is really good. I don't know if you know this yet, but I'm a big food guy.
Oh, word. Man, I love food too, man. Who doesn't love food,
right,
man? Like,
it's the key to happiness, man.
That's the big thing.
And laughter. Food and laughter.
I'm telling you, food actually makes you feel better. I can be having a bad day, and if I eat something to eat, I'm good. I might be pissed off a little bit, but I'm like, man, fuck that. You know? Forget all of that.
And good food will change your whole, like, you be so mad. You eat something real good, that'll change your whole attitude.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. So shout out to Baton Rouge, man. That's it.
Shout out, man.
I've been out there too, man.
Real good out there.
Oh yeah, real down there, like, and just people will come up to your street, just like, "What's up?" Party with you, man. So I want to experience that in FAMU.
Okay.
Homecoming. I always told myself I was gonna go to college then go get on their band. It didn't work that way.
Oh yeah.
I went to Benedict though, so yeah. Shout out to BC. What's like also your writing process, man? Like, do you just kind of just ride around in the car? Or you think of something, or like?
I think of something. I can hit a beat, and it can be in the car wherever I'm at, and I can come up with a chorus. Like, I usually come up with a chorus first, and then build off of that.
Okay.
Or I may start off with a verse, but most times for me, it's like a chorus or something. I come up with something that I can lead off of or get the topic and then go in there, get a topic, go in with either the verse, but mainly it's the chorus.
Okay.
Verse, and then I go from there. Like, it's weird, man. Like, I always love the ad-libs. Like, I love doing ad-libs. That's my favorite part in recording.
Really?
Coming in, yeah.
Okay.
Like, I feel like in that area, I can really come in and fill in with certain emotions to make you feel some type of way.
Yeah.
You know, to lead it. I feel like that's the seasoning to the song.
Seasoning?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? And if you don't got that, then it ain't gonna work.
I feel you.
And that's just how it is, the ad libs. And then the second verse is like where I can really show out. I can really play with the vocals and the rhythms and all that stuff in the song.
Cause like that first verse is like you bringing them in.
Yeah.
Then that second one you be like, bah, da, da, da.
Yeah, it's like the big. You there. It's like climax time. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Game time on. Let's get it. And from there is you got the song, and you come in with that chorus again and more ad libs. Like I say, you start taking it up on that last chorus. Like you start doing all the ad libs and following along with the song, man. Like that's why I really want to get in the position, and I can't wait till we actually get to that point where we actually are around like different artists. I can get with certain big major artists and create with them, get them ideas on how to do certain stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's love, man.
That's what's up, man. How do you feel about features?
Features, I'm cool with them. I'll do a feature. Not, at this point, if you fire, yeah.
Okay.
You fire, I'm gonna do a feature. Features ain't no problem, but at certain points, like I feel like a lot of people gonna want to hear you by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
They want to see what you can do. So, it's a balance to it.
Got you.
I definitely wouldn't do a project with a whole bunch of features from top to bottom.
Okay.
Unless the whole point of it was to do that, but at some point I feel like, yeah, I want the people. Well, right now I definitely would like for the people to hear me by myself, and then have a couple features on there.
Of course.
Like my next project, I probably would definitely have a couple features on there.
Okay.
Yeah.
One other question, because we almost out of time, but I do want to know. So, how far you plan on taking your career?
As far as it can go, man. I'm gonna take it to the point where I'm actually across seas selling out.
Ooh. I like that.
We going big, man. We going global, man, and that's just how it is.
Any other?
You gotta speak it in existence.
Yes, sir. Any other avenues you can think you want to like adventure, like maybe like acting or anything like that?
And that's definitely. I was just about to say that too. like
I can see you in like an action film or like
yeah.
I
definitely want to get into acting. If it ain't acting, it's definitely gonna be writing a movie.
I can see that.
You know what I'm saying? And actually, just leveling up, just seeing the, just reaching out there, doing whatever. Because you only live once, man, and we ain't gonna be young forever. You know what I'm saying? But I know once I start getting around people who actually doing that stuff and they dropping jewels, and I'm actually meeting actors and famous artists and stuff, then it'll get to that point.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I can see it, man.
I wouldn't mind having my own insurance company.
Come on now.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you need some insurance. Come to the Vlly Insurance.
Hey, you got an idea.
Come on now. I see the vision.
That's
I see it.
You know what I'm saying? The sky's the limit.
Absolutely.
So, just going in from there. Probably even have like my own, entertainment center or whatever, so you can come in there and do all kind of stuff. You got the studio and all that.
I get some real money. I put something behind it, man. Like I really want people to explore all avenues of their talents.
Right. Of course, I do want to have my own label. And I actually was gonna do that when it was just me and I ain't really had a management team behind me. I had called it Lavish Records.
Okay, come on now.
Lavish Records.
Come on now. We still gonna make that in existence.
Oh yeah, so that's definitely my thing. So I still got that in the works. Just building, taking doing one thing at a time.
I love it, man.
Not rushing things, man. It's a pace. You gotta pace yourself, man.
Now that I'm older, I think that's because that was always my struggle growing up.
Yeah.
Like just having patience, or like I should have did this beforehand, or I didn't do it fast enough, or I didn't do it as big as my full potential. But I just realized I'm on God's time right now.
Yeah.
And so I'm gonna step foot in it, and I'm gonna give it all I got, and I'm just gonna go.
Yeah.
Cause stuff fall in my lap. You know what I'm saying? When I keep my faith and I stay consistent. But patience is a very big problem that I have, and I'm it's kicking my ass, bro. I can't lie.
Hey man, they can be kicking my ass too, man.
So, oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I mean, cause you know how it is, man. You know when you want something, you know that
Mm-hmm.
you at that level. You've been eating, you've been grinding on it for a while. You're like, man, come on, like what's the wait?
Yeah,
What's going on? But it's coming.
but I tell you what, everything I waited on,
Mm-hmm.
it's came back full circle, or I've learned a lesson from it.
That's right.
So, just anything versus my career now, and I ain't gonna say I looked up, but it's perfect timing.
Right.
Yeah.
That's good, man. That's good. It's perfect timing, man. Like I said, this podcast, you seeing it right now.
Yeah.
You seeing it.
I'm happy to be here, man. Whether I do anything with it, but I'll always say my grandkids or my great grandkids, it's the digital footprint.
Oh yeah.
Like, it's never going away.
Right.
Somebody, because I kind of take up this same analogy, man. I know it's a movie and it's supposed to be funny, but like in Hustle and Flow, DJ said,
Yeah.
There's all Earth gonna go to dust, and they gonna start digging this. They gonna dig up the pyramids. They gonna dig up this, and then somebody's gonna find this.
Oh yeah.
Your music, everybody's music, even from back in the day, man. Like they want to know about this. They want,
Mm-hmm.
So which leads me kind of to my last question, and we gonna wrap it up, man. Like somebody want to know about you. Somebody want to know about the river, the valley, everything that they really don't have a clue, but they think they do. What song would you say would describe you the most, so you would want people to listen to the most to get to know you?
I would say Toxic. Toxic going into Tomorrow. Tomorrow is real intimate. It's very like
I like
a
Tomorrow.
ballad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cause Toxic is talking about my toxicity, if that's how you say it. It's talking about how I did all this crazy stuff, and you know what I'm saying, taking classes and man, look, I was on the rocks, man. Like
I feel like we all were.
you know what I'm saying, and just take class for addiction and stuff like that, and all kind of it really brought out my relationship and how I was doing things, how other just being unmanageable.
Mm-hmm.
That's really what you get out of Toxic. Just being unmanageable, just back and forth, fussing and fighting.
I might have to spin that again, man.
Yeah,
You
spin
really
that
broke that
again.
down.
Yeah. And Tomorrow is pretty much kind of like, it's soft, but it's really pulling out that pain, about, that, I just want to be straight. I just want to be great.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's really bringing out that pain on there, and that's just how it connects with the river.
Yeah.
Like, or the valley. Like, there's a lot of pain being shared out there, you know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful town, man. But, a beautiful street or area.
Yeah.
But, you're going to have your times. You're going to have them toxic moments. All that stuff happened on the river.
Yes, sir.
It happened in the valley.
Oh, yeah. That's why I love it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
all aspects, man.
So,
Man, IIIVLLY, man. I wish we had longer, but I can't afford another hour.
Hey, man, it's all good, man. I had a good time, man. This is, like I said, it's been great. It's been great. He's sitting here to talk about some real stuff.
Absolutely, man. So listen, I want you to plug in everything you got. Give your shout outs. Anything that's coming up next. Anything that I need to know, that the world needs to know. This is your time to shine, brother.
All right. Well, first of all, y'all can catch me on all platforms at IIIVLLY. That's III.
3 eyes.
Yeah. 3 eyes, VLLY. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to the team. Shout out to all my boys. Shout out to all the producers I know. Y'all know who y'all is. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody. Shout out to mom, dad, sister. It's big things coming. We got a show coming up next month, February the 10th and February the 16th.
Come on now. Cause you was clean in that green suit. Now I ain't gonna lie,
and
you was player. I like that.
That was the single release thing. That was in Atlanta.
Yeah,
and, I want to bring that back out.
But
I got some more stuff. Man, you know what I'm saying? See, and like with me, I don't know. It sounds crazy, but I know I can't wear everything twice. Cause if I'm on cam, like, hey,
the shirt on already.
Yeah, you know how people is, man.
I don't give a damn. I gotta wash it in the dryer. Bro. I'll wash it and put it on. I don't give a damn. If I like it, I like it.
Yeah, so that's coming up on February the 16th. It's gonna be somewhere on 2 nights, but you can really find the flyer on my page, on my IG and my Facebook page at IIIVLLY.
Yes, sir.
So y'all can catch me, man. Like I say, it's big things coming. You know, I appreciate it. Shout out to everybody. It's the new year, man. It's
Yes, sir. 2024.
You know what I'm saying? Big
we at
motivation.
your front door.
Real shit.
Yeah.
Real shit.
In the back though, we coming through.
It's either you gonna make it or you gonna break.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? So,
I love it, man. Couple of things I'm gonna shout out. Shout out to my good friends over at Harlem's Closet, sneaker store downtown, 514 Gervais Street.
Oh yeah.
Vintage wear, latest sneakers update. They do vlogs and they do pre-orders. So if you can't get it on Sneakers app, hit them up in advance. Never failed.
Yeah, put me on, man.
Yes, sir. Shout out to good friend of mine, recent interview, artist Y Dot. Why Dot too easy? Why not? Cause why not? Y Dot is fire. His new EP is out right now. Power, banging in the streets right now. He's an artist, DJ talent, producer. Man, he does it all, man. Like he can do album artwork, everything, skits.
I gotta check him out.
Yeah, we got new stuff coming. I'm working with him as well.
From here?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
From the Northeast.
All right.
Shout out to Big Walt Belvedere. Welcome to Belvedere is out now streaming.
Okay.
I'm so bad at this because I be feeling I'm forgetting everything. Shout out to I know, man. Shout out to everybody. Also make sure you tune in to the Modern Day Nigga Network streaming now with Jeremy Life. Shout out to the homie Charleston White and Barry White. They put me on a show a couple weeks ago.
Word.
Yeah,
That's what's up.
Charleston crazy, man, but I got a whole new respect for him. He's a cool dude. Last but not least, episodes. I'm trying to drop them every Friday. I'm still human. Please be patient with me. We getting better. So most definitely, man. And last but not least, the sponsor of this podcast is Taste Buds LLC. So for all your catering services, weddings, no event is too big, no event is too small. Taste Buds LLC sponsors this podcast. So pick up orders and menus dropping every Friday.
Oh, word.
So be on the lookout for that.
Yeah, shout out to them.
So I don't really know what else to say, man. But brother, I want to appreciate you for coming through. Thank you so much for coming, man.
Anytime.
I love what you're doing.
Like,
please don't stop it.
It's a pleasure being on here. I feel like somebody.
And you are somebody, man. You
I know that, but it's like, yo, you've been doing your thing, man. Like when I say like they've been saying your thing been doing numbers and you really doing your thing out here. I done seen the process of you doing what you've been doing, you know.
Thank you, brother.
Like I think you was driving trucks, ain't it?
Still do.
Word.
Mm-hmm.
Shit. Hey, bro, keep doing what you're doing,
yes,
man.
Sir.
Like somebody just asked me the other, I think it was like a week or two ago. They was like, "You been on Brandon? You been on bruh show already?" And I was like, "Nah." It was like, "I thought you was on there." And I'm like, "Nah, I ain't been on there yet." Like,
well, you made it.
I've been trying. I've been just like, well, it's probably gonna happen.
Oh yeah, and it happened.
Gonna happen. Yeah.
And we're gonna do it again, man. So
Word.
part 2 coming soon, brother. You welcome back anytime, man.
Word, man. I'm glad to be here, and I'm glad that you invited me to come out, man, and have me on here, man.
Absolutely. Tell the whole squad next time come through, man.
Oh yeah,
definitely.
We gonna clear it out.
Yes, sir. So hey, we out. Peace.
Oh yeah.